Hello, listeners, and welcome to Youth Ventures Podcast, PDX Business Spotlight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Season 4. We're so excited to be able to spotlight even more businesses this coming season. To start off, we're going to talk to Thilaga and Gauri Arunarasu, who are both the co-founders of Sunny Knits. So Thilaga, can you please go ahead and give an overview of who you are, what your business is about, and how you got started?
Hi, I'm Thilaga. I'm a junior at Westview High School. My business is Sunny Knits, and we sell handmade beanies. I started this business back in 2020 amidst the pandemic with my sister, who's a junior in college. We've been selling on our Instagram, and all of our proceeds in our first year went to Home Plate Youth Services, which is an organization that supports homeless youth in Portland.
Wow, Thilaga, I love how even at such a young age, both you and your sister are first of all, taking this cool initiative to start your own business. And not only that, but you're also donating all of your proceeds towards supporting homeless youth in the Portland area. And Thilaga, who or what inspired you to start your business?
What really inspired us was our passion for helping those that are not as fortunate as us. We started making beanies when we were bored at home in quarantine and thought it would be cool to sell them and help make a difference.
Thilaga, how has being a person of color affected your business, either positively or negatively?
Well, since we only sold to family and friends in the beginning, being a person of color has not really had a huge impact, except that it was kind of hard to reach a larger audience.
Well, I'm glad that it didn't affect you much negatively, and I do hope that this podcast helps you reach a bigger audience and that you can also reach a bigger audience in the future as well.
Mhm.
And Thilaga, you mentioned that you were a junior in high school, and I was wondering, how have you managed being a high school student and being a business owner as well?
I would say that my business isn't my biggest priority, especially being a junior. Classes are pretty hard. And so I try my best to post every day on Instagram, but I definitely am not too consistent with it.
Well, it's really cool that you have been managing so much of your time by also running a business alongside being in school and working. Thilaga, as you may know, the pandemic definitely played a huge role in all of our lives and it affected us all very negatively. But it definitely did hit businesses the most. So, how has the pandemic affected your business? Has it had more upsides or downsides?
Well, I'd say the pandemic is what got us started. So if we didn't have that time on our hands, we would have never done all of this. So I'd say that the pandemic was what really got us started and helped us out.
Well, that's perfect. I'm really glad that this pandemic allowed you to open your own business and really take your creativity into a newer avenue. And Thilaga, being a young entrepreneur of color, what advice might you have for other young entrepreneurs such as you? And what are some experiences you could talk about that might motivate or inspire them?
Well, my advice for young entrepreneurs is to just go for it. It may seem like it isn't going anywhere, but I know that when I started, I was discouraged when we weren't gaining any customers. What helped me was to stay consistent, posting on our social media, and immediately reaching out when we heard about the pop-up downtown Hillsborough was starting for youth makers. I didn't even know I wanted to start something, and so I wasn't sure how to start. If you have a hobby or a passion, just start by selling to people you know.
Thank you so much for that, Thilaga. I'm sure that inspired so many of the young entrepreneurs out there. And Thilaga, this might be a bit of a difficult question, but what is your favorite product that you sell?
I'd say my favorite is probably our spiral beanies, just because it's challenging to make, but I think it looks really beautiful at the end. And then for colors, I'd probably say the teal or the forest green is probably my favorite.
Perfect. And listeners, if you want a beanie for yourself, you can definitely go to the link in our description box. We will have all of Thilaga's social media linked there, so you can definitely go visit their pop-up shop in person and buy from them. And Thilaga, how can people support your business?
People can support our business by following our Instagram or purchasing through there, like by DMing us, or even better, visiting our store. And the address for that is on our Instagram.
Perfect. And we'll also link their address in our podcast description box as well. Thilaga, are there any special projects or anything else you would like to plug?
No, not really, but we are coming out with greeting cards for Valentine's Day, which I'm very excited about. My sister and I have been working on designing some thank you cards as well, and I think it's super cool that we're expanding our products.
Wow. So if you want to give one of your loved ones a thank you card this coming Valentine's Day, definitely do go check those out. And you can once again go to the links in our podcast description box. Thilaga, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of PDX Business Spotlight. Do you have any last things you wanted to say?
No, I'd just like to thank you for this opportunity. It's really cool getting to share my business with others.
Thank you so much, Thilaga. It's been an honor to interview you and to spotlight your business. And that is it from PDX Business Spotlight. And listeners, please be sure to join us in the next episode. Thank you for listening to PDX Business Spotlight by Youth Venture, and we hope to see you in the next episode.